Community Mindfulness is a weekly 20-minute videocast of guided mindfulness practice. I'm the volunteer leader, Andrea Marion, yoga and mindfulness teacher since 2004. I live and work in Burlington, Vermont. So how does community mindfulness work? Well, you sit quietly and do very little, actually. Follow the suggestions that I give or practice what feels comfortable to you. A focus on the breathing or notice thoughts and let them go. In this non-doing, a natural receptive capacity for awareness and joy arises, however subtle or small. We start to notice that it feels good to be in the present, connected to what's happening. With practice, it's like blowing on a small flame. Mindfulness in everyday living gets stronger and stronger, and we are lucky to have this capacity that builds and supports safety, freedom, peacefulness, and well-being for ourselves and others. There's a sweetness, joy, and beauty in the moment. So let's begin. Welcome to Community Mindfulness. And tonight, our program is for mindfulness practice is landscapes of the mind and body. And I'm going to read a poem by Rumi to start out with. You can settle yourself into your seat, close your eyes if you like, or cast your gaze down. Get into a comfortable, grounded position. Feel your hips and legs against the chair or sofa that you're sitting on as you're held in place, and then lengthen up through your spine with some lightness and spaciousness. You could also be lying down if you choose, just so long as you won't fall asleep. And gently just breathe. Do very little, but breathe and sit and listen to this poem by Rumi, a Sufi poet from long ago. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the doorsill where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. Focusing on the breath, we are awake to this present moment. Awake and available to the opportunity of each inhale and exhale in this present moment. And in this present moment, we can rest beyond the grasp of right doing and wrong doing and thinking about such. And just be in a great openness. And as you sit and begin your practice, there might be some relief to be sitting in openness, receptiveness, in the opportunity of peace, and a little bit of pleasure or contentment may arise. Each inhale, each exhale, extremely rich, nourishing, vital. And now I'm going to offer you some suggestions for contemplation. And they are just suggestions. If you want to continue to focus on your breath, go ahead. Or if there's one landscape area that I mentioned where you want to stay when we get there, go ahead. And we're going to start imagining the space around the crown of your head as if it was a mountain peak where the solid rock meets the open air, that interface, that boundary, that magical place of height and opportunity to reach into spaciousness. And if an image of a mountain peak jutting into the air comes into your visual field in your mind, that's great. If not, no problem. You could use the words mountain peak and hear that in your mind if you like. If not, no problem. But you are manifesting a sensation of mountain peak and open spaciousness, just exactly as it occurs at the crown of your head, reaching up into the air above. And just keep your focus on that area of your body, the crown of your head, and the image or words of mountain peak. And the feelings of open spaciousness. Stay with it. If your mind wanders, just bring it back to that feeling, that image, those words of mountain peak openness all around, all around. Very good. Now turn your attention to the area around your throat, the front of your neck, and imagine a crystalline, bubbling brook or stream as if some words that you may express today or any day are clear and true and crystalline as this running brook or stream. And you may see a picture of a brook or a stream in your mind. You may hear the words running stream, but a feeling of flow. Say it if it is useful and necessary. If it's not necessary but useful, you don't have to say it. If it's not necessary or useful, you don't have to say it. If it's necessary but not useful, you don't have to say it. So notice that these parameters lean toward not speaking. Not that it isn't important to speak up and speak out, especially in these days. And at the same time, we want our words to have the clarity, truth, and purity of a running stream. Just keep your focus on the area around your throat and the image of a running stream, or the words, or just the feeling of flow. Stay with it. Stay with this particular image or a rising thought, feeling. Very good. And then go to the area of the heart and sort of the metaphorical center of the chest rather than to the left where the heart actually is, but just the heart, the center. And you may even place a hand at that center place over your heart. And imagine it as a sunny meadow of wildflowers, warm, beautiful, radiant. And you may see a meadow of wildflowers, or you may hear the words sunny meadow in your mind. But the quality, the feeling is that warmth, radiance, loving kindness. Stay with that sunny meadow. Our minds wander. That's okay. Don't judge yourself. Just bring yourself back to feeling, image, or words of sunny meadow. Very good. Now take yourself about a fist width below that to your solar plexus, right to the area above the belly button. And imagine peaceful, open lake. A lot may be going on below the surface of the lake, but the surface today is peaceful. And you may see an image of an open lake, or you may hear the word open lake in your mind, but you have a feeling of an open lake, a stillness, a resting, a peacefulness. Stay with the open lake. Very good. And then take yourself through your hips and legs, the grounded part of your body in your practice position. And imagine a rich forested earth. The soil is dark and loamy and full. The trees are tall and strong. There's so much life in this rich forested earth. And you have a feeling of that groundedness, that true contentment that is just being earth. You may imagine a rich forested earth image in your mind. You may hear the words forested earth in your mind. You may have a feeling of groundedness and contentment that is forested earth in your body and mind. Very good. And we'll finish our practice. I'll count backwards from 5 to 1. And when we get to 1, you can open your eyes and move, and mindfulness practice will be finished for this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you for joining us for Community Mindfulness, and we'll see you for the next practice.